All right, guys, here we are for an unexpected Nicolas Cage review.
Yeah, sometimes the thumbnails don't tell us. I'm sorry. Yes, Between Worlds. Sometimes the thumbnails don't indicate strongly enough that it's Nicolas Cage, and we miss it until it's time to really watch the actual thing.
This looks like, from the one still we can see, this looks like Nicolas Cage from Con Air. Like
it's like Nicolas Cage from Con Air in Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider.
Like,
he's wearing a leather jacket and there's fire everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
again, it's only one still, but he looks good in that still. Like,
he looks great.
He looks like he looks younger than he has in the past couple movies.
Well, yeah, that's heavily photoshopped. That's actually
potentially.
It's a combination of stem cells and Photoshop. It's keeping Nicolas Cage alive. Ever since Mandy came out and I didn't see it, but everyone that I liked who likes pretentious things said that it was great. I'm like, yeah, Nicolas Cage, because like he has to have a hit every,
to maintain.
He has to hit with something for someone often enough to keep me from losing interest. Because there's certain people now. Is it Bruce Willis or someone else famous? There's certain people I see them in things and I'm like, I can't even tell if this is going to be good anymore. I know that this person's in it and that should mean that it's great, but I can't even tell anymore. People from like our like childhoods or whatever, right? So Nicolas Cage has been teetering on that edge for me.
Okay.
But I'm excited.
Now he's back in the limelight.
Well, because I'm like, oh, he's still doing like far out experimental, weird enough stuff that pretentious people are like, that was actually really good, right? And then he can go back to doing like, I'm a cop and my daughter and like
I think Kick-Ass was what recharged him for me for a while.
Big time. Had I seen that, I would have totally thought the same thing.
Let's check out this trailer. All right, so I'll let you spearhead this because this is more your element.
Oh my God, this looks great. You don't like this?
I don't know what this looks like.
So at first I was like, I'm not sure if you don't know what's going on in like the very beginning. I'm like, is he gonna come back as the girl? And then it's like, why are they like, how can he possibly help with the daughter? What's going on here or something like that? But then it becomes clear she's like was at the brink of death and has come back and like but maybe may have someone else inside of them or whatever. Oh my God. And Nicolas Cage is this, like, I guess, redneck shaman of some sort.
He's like a dead zone type, or he can see the dead and guide her back to her body, or some bullshit. I don't know
how he helped with the whole process.
Because they didn't show any of that part, and that I think is my biggest step of confusion here, to know exactly what he did.
Yes.
He also looks like dramatically different from the stills we saw in the actual photos, and like his weight seems to shift.
He looks
30 pounds.
He looks like Nicolas Cage in the movie. And in the still, he looks like a younger, better Nicolas Cage. No, this looked like it was going to be like action and some weird thing or something like that, but it's actually this like trippy, mysterious, paranormal-y whatever thing.
It's a little odd, though, to be doing a couple of these back-to-back for him. I think that's a...
Okay. Was Mandy this, you think? Or I don't know.
Not that it was this exactly, but I think Mandy... you think you do like artsy safe, or like something like that. And he's been doing a good amount of like interesting movies, but it doesn't look like it doesn't look terrible. I'm just not sure what's happening in the movie or what the plot is, and the commercial didn't do a real good job of making me go, but I need to know.
Oh, I so need to know. I love this, and the editing style gets crazier and crazier. Like I think he might have gone crazy and been like, I just want to do experimental projects with like weird directors, and at one point I play the girl and she plays me as a dream, but the whole thing's a dream. Like some weird like thing like that. I don't know. I'm
not super enthused to look and find out. I like the in the title cards. It's like, ding. I think that's very cool. I think that's the strongest part to me of the trailer. Something about that and that effect that happens while it's going. But the idea that this girl gets into like some sort of a motorcycle crash, almost dies, and Nicolas Cage saves her, and the devil comes back with her. I'm like, eh.
Well, I don't know if it's the devil.
Well, you know what I mean. The AD man or whatever it is. Something is hitching a ride.
Yeah, he's lost people, so it's someone else. So it's this weird thing. I love anytime anything happens. It's like the Pet Sematary thing, where it's like something's off with this person. Something happened. I like the creepy. There's creepy face looks. We get creepy like she's like hugging her mom and does like a weird smile. Like I did it. I fucking pulled this shit off. I got him or whatever. The title card thing adds like legitimacy to it, where if they were just like plain, narrow, aerial text, maybe zooming slightly, you'd be like, okay, this has like a cheap look to it or something like that. But no, it looks like a real movie. I love weird shit, so it has weird shit in it. I know that.
Yeah, it's not that it's too weird for me. That's not it. I can't even put my finger on the exact thing that I don't like about it, but it just didn't sell me. It didn't do it for me, and I would like to be able to really hammer home my specific points as to why I don't like this.
different things draw different people in.
I think it's the artsy nature of like the I'm drowning shots cut and like the twisted red shots like feed into my dislike of certain like artsy angles on things.
It's setting off a like pretentiousness alarm for you and all.
Well, that's why I let you ride this one out. I definitely get the pretentious vibe.
I'm willing to put up with a certain amount of pretentiousness if I think that.
Well, and you actually like certain things that are involved in those films,
but it's mostly so it's kind of like the anime effect or whatever, right? Whereas like someone else watches an anime something or other, and they're like, what's this, what's that, and I go, no, that's just the anime bullshit. That just comes with it. Just let that wash over you to get to the cool part. This part's so cool that
I have a harder time getting through that.
Well, I think different people approach different genres in that way. I know you're like a much bigger horror fan than I am, so you're putting up with certain.
Well, and even like the first person view here through like a jewel or whatever is distorting the view. It has that weird like I'm looking through a sapphire or something effect.
Okay.
Like just the effects that I'm seeing on screen are more associated to me with like a lower budget bad movie than your common Nicolas Cage movie. But Nicolas Cage is also steering more and more by the day into these kind of projects being his wheelhouse. So it's hard to gauge what is everyday bullshit and what is like higher tier bullshit.
Yeah, I don't mind a lot. Like a lot of the stuff that you've called out, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that is in there. Like I'm just letting that stuff kind of be like a pfft noise, and then it gets back to the song or whatever. It's a weird sort of thing, because like the shots in between those shots look like enough like a real movie, and I see enough interesting like stuff happening that I'm
that's
not like,
I think the biggest difference is where for you it trips and goes back to the song, but I'm like not into the song, so those things start jump out at me a lot more. But no, this could be fine if you watched this and said it was great. I'd be like, I'll give it a shot. But the trailer alone here does not make me
on our scale, and this is the kind of thing too. Like you can hear a part of a song. I can play 10 seconds of a song for you, and you're like, that sounds like shit. But I could be like, oh my god, I want to hear that whole song. It sounds amazing. So it's just a matter of like preference.
Yeah, where on the spectrum you land for this type of film.
On the pretentious bullshit,
it's low. It's low on that spectrum.
This is definitely like. I feel much easier, time defending this versus like some of the other shit that
I wouldn't even start to make the argument that this was like
yes.
the pretentious bullshit that I don't like. It's that the movie itself seems kind of bland, and it has that slight tinge of that pretentiousness. So it culminates in the perfect storm of me going like, looks like a movie, whatever.
I am thumbsing this up. I feel more confident about this one than I have in a long time when we've differed on things.
Oh no, this is as far as our splits have gone. Like I'm the softest.
This is most minor splits.
But I'm going to give it a thumbs down.
Into this,
so let us know in those comments what you thought about it. That's what we thought about this. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.